Good morning students. Today we are going to start the new chapter of microeconomics, that is theory of supply. It is a 12th chapter or 13th chapter in your book. In few books it is given 12 and in few books it is given 13th chapter. Theory of supply is as similar as the theory of demand. Demand we are discussing as a point of view consumer, and supply we are just doing a study as a point of view producer. Now what is the meaning of supply? The amount of commodity that producers are willing to supply at a different prices at a point of time, that is known as a supply. Now there is a difference between supply and quantity supply. Supply, I told you, the various amount of commodity that producers are willing to sell at a different prices. Now what is the meaning of quantity supply? Quantity supply means a specific quantity sale at a specific prices. That means that is known as a quantity supply. So there is a difference between this profit, that is a difference between individual supply and market supply. Individual supply, it means when supply of a commodity by a firm in the market at a different prices, that means that is known as the individual supply. It means supply for a particular commodity by a firm, that is known as a individual supply. Supply by all the firms available in the market for a particular commodity in the market, that is known as a market supply. Supply by a firm of this market, that is known as the individual supply. Suppose there are 3 firms in the market A, B, C. So supply by all the firms of this market, that is known as a market supply. Now in individual firm prices, look at their prices and quantity supply. Suppose there is a prices 10, then he is going to supply 10. If the prices of the commodity is 10, he is going to supply 20. If the prices of the commodity is 15, then he is going to supply 30 units. If the price of the commodity is 20, then he is going to supply 40. This is known as an individual supply schedule. Clear? How we are going to show diagrammatically? Look at there. I am going to show here individual supply curve. Supply curve 0 x y. You can see as the prices increases, supply is going to increase is supply. So there is a direct relationship between supply and prices. If prices increases, producers are willing to sell more. If the prices decreases, producers are willing to sell less. So which kind of relationship it is there? There is a positive relationship between, or we can say direct relationship between price and quantity supply. So due to this reason, the supply curve slope upward. Here we are going to show prices and here we are going to show quantity supply. Supply curve slope upward. If the prices are OP, then quantity supply will be OQ. If prices increases, suppose I am just writing here prices 5, 10, 15, 20 and the quantity 10, 20, 30, 40. Look at there. If the prices are 5, how much he is going to supply? 10. If the prices are 10, then how much he is going to supply? 20. If the prices are 15, then he is going to supply 30. If the prices are 20, then he is going to supply 40. This is known as a supply curve. That is known as also individual supply schedule. Now market supply. What is the meaning of market supply? Market supply, it means supply by all the firms of a particular commodity in a market, that is known as a market supply. Suppose there are 2 suppliers in the market prices. There is a 2 supplier A and B. Then what will be the market supply? A plus B. Clear? Now suppose the prices are 5 and A is going to supply 10 and B is going to supply 15. How much the market supply will be there? 25. If there will be the prices of the commodities 10, A is going to supply 15 and B is going to supply 20, then how much it will be the? How much it will be the? 35. Clear? If there is a prices are 15, then A is going to supply 20 units and he is going to supply how much unit? 25. Then what will be the market supply? 45. If the prices are 20, then he is going to supply how much units? That is 25 and he is going to supply 30. Then what will be the market supply? 55. Now how we are going to show it? Look at here. A supply, B supply, simultaneously you have to draw, and market supply. Clear? Now look at here. 0, X and Y. Here we are going to take quantity supplied. Here we are going to take prices. Clear? 0, X, Y. Here we are going to show A supply ka schedule. Here we are going to show B supply ka schedule, and here we are going to show market supply schedule. Clear? Now, first of all, we are going to mention prices 5, 10, 15 and 20. 5, 10, 15 and 20. 5, 10, 15 and 20. Clear? Now, first of all, at 5, we have to write quantity supplied also. I am going to start with 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and I require only 30. 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. Here we are going to write 0, X and Y. Look at there. Here going to start with 25, 35, 45 and 55. 10 difference. Now look at there. How you are going to show? If the prices are 5, then quantity supplied is 10. If 10, then 15. 10, 15. Now 15, 20. 15, 20. And 20, 25. 20, 25. Clear? So you will be able to find out that and that supply. Clear? Next, say in a similar manner we are going to draw B supply for 5, 15. 5, 15. 10, 20, 15, 25, 15, 25 and 20, 25, 20, 25. Clear? Now this is the supply curve of B. Now market supply curve 5, 25, 5, 25. Yes. And 10, 35, 15, 45 and 20, 25. This is a market supply curve schedule. Clear? This is a market supply curve schedule. Now we are going to discuss determinants of supply. Next, that are determinants of supply. There are few determinants of supply that are as follows: S, X, F, PX, PO, NF, G, TF, T, EX and GR. Now there are the few factors who are deciding the supplier's supply. So what are these factors? That is first of all price of the own commodity. If prices increases, producer are willing to sell more. If prices decreases, definitely the profit of the producer will decrease. So because of this reason he is going to supply less. So there is a direct relationship between price of own commodity. If prices increases, quantity supply will increase. If prices decreases, quantity supply will decrease. So because of direct relationship, there is a supply curve which is slope upward, 0, X and OP, quantity supplied, will be OQ. If prices increases from OP to OP1, you can see very easily quantity supplied will increase from OQ to OQ1. Clear? There is a direct relationship between prices and own commodity. Next, price of related goods. I told you there are two types of related goods, that are substitute goods and complementary goods. Substitute goods, the best example, that is tea and coffee. Suppose the substitute goods, that is tea and coffee. Now tea, if the prices of tea increases, then in that condition producer is going to supply more of tea. So supply will be increase of tea, but the supply, although the prices of the tea, coffee, it's not change, no change, but the supply will decrease ultimately. So the price of the related good, if the price of the tea increases, supply of coffee will also decreases. That kind of factor also affect on the producer's supply. So that kind of factor is also determine the supply. That is known also the price of related goods. If the price of the related goods, I have taken the best example, that is tea and coffee. If the prices increases of tea, definitely the supply of the coffee will decrease because they are related to each other. Clear? Next, we are going to number of firms. Number of firms, if there is increase the number of the firm in the market, if there will be increase in the number of the firms in the market, what will be the effect on the supply? Supply will ultimately increase only. Clear? Next, goal of the firm. If producer want to increase his sale, more and more sale, so because of this reason he is going to increase the supply. If he doesn't want to increase his sale, only he wants to increase his profit, in that condition he is going to decrease the supply. Clear? This price of factor of production, that is very important. Factor of production, it means raw material. It means non-factor inputs are known as raw material. Factor of inputs from production, all of you know, that is LLCE, land, labor, capital and entrepreneurs. If the prices of land, labor, capital and entrepreneurs increases, then in that condition cost of the production also increases. If the price of these factor of the production increases, land, labor, capital and entrepreneurs, if the price of these factor increases, then in that condition cost of the production will increase, which decreases the profit of the producer. Profit will reduce. Due to reduction of the profit, producer is going to supply less. Clear? This is the factor. This is a very important factor which determine the supply. If the factor of the production prices decreases, it means if land, labor, capital and entrepreneurs prices decreases, if land which we are going to pay rent, that is decreases, labor wages decreases, capital interest decreases, entrepreneurs is going to decrease his profits. In that condition, cost of the production will be decreased. Due to cost of the production decreases, profit will increase, and when profit will increase by selling this commodity, producers are going to increase the supply. Clear? Next, that is technology. If there will be the updated technology in the market, so there will be the increase the production of the commodity. When there will be the increase in the production of the commodity, then in that condition definitely supply will be increases. Clear? If there will be the new technology or updated technology, we can say updated technology, new machinery producer is going to use in the factory. In that condition production will increase. When production will increase, definitely he will increase the supply. If the technology is outdated, machineries are outdated, definitely the production will be less, and in that condition supply will be less. Next, expected future prices. If producer is expecting, I am writing here, a producer is expecting in near future prices will be increased. In near future, next week prices will increase. So existing supply will be decreased. He is going to decrease the existing supply because he is going to supply more in next week to earn more profit. If he is expecting in the next week prices will decrease, in that condition he is going to supply existing supply, current supply will be increases. Why? Because he will increase the supply of the commodity so that he is going to earn more and more profit. Clear? Next, that is government policy. That are also very important. Government policies. I am explaining here government policies. If government is increasing taxes, if government increases the taxes, it reduces the profit of the producer. Profit will decrease. If taxes increases by the government, that will decrease the profit of the producer, or it will increase the cost of the production. When cost of the production increases, definitely what happens? Profit will decrease. When profit will decrease by selling of a particular commodity, producer are going to supply less. Clear? Now, the next vice versa of that, if the taxes of the commodity, any particular commodity, government is going to decrease the GST. In that condition, when government is going to decrease the GST, that will be effect on the cost of the production. Cost of the production will be decreased. When cost of the production will decrease, definitely profit will increase. Producer's profit will increase. By increasing the profit of the profit of the commodity, he will increase the supply. Clear? That are the basic determinants of supply. So PX, except PS, remaining factors are known as other factor. So what the law of supply says? Law of supply says, if other things remains constant, prices increases, supply will also increase. When prices decreases, supply will also decrease. The other things are PO, NF, G, PF, T, EX and GR. Clear? Now these are the determinants. Thank you for today. God bless you.